call. Madam Deputy Speaker, 2 weeks ago on Friday, flooding occurred in parts of Brisbane and the Moreton Bay region. Now, normally in May, in any given month in May, 58 millimetres is the average rainfall. On this Friday afternoon and night, 400 millimetres fell in parts of Moreton Bay, and this caused chaos Friday afternoon with many homes flooding, sporting grounds flooding, many local roads flooding. In fact, people were unable to get home on that Friday afternoon. I know a local worker in Clontarf who was stranded to like 10 o'clock at that night. I know of other people that were working in Brisbane City that had to walk home from the city because they were taking so long. Other people that were travelling back from the Sunshine Coast that couldn't get down to parts of Brisbane due to the highway being cut and got in at midnight. Schools in the local area, Grace Lutheran College, I know the principal there stayed back with students to 10 o'clock at night when school had finished at 3. There was absolute chaos. 400 millimetres, of course, is a massive amount of rain, and the next day after this severe flooding, we heard about the devastation in many parts of my electorate. Hundreds of houses were partially flooded or completely flooded. My own home in Woody Point was partially flooded. In the rumpus room, water came in and soaked all the carpet. Parts of Brisbane, down in Bracken Ridge, homes were flooded down in there, even in the neighbouring seat over in Sandgate, down in 3rd, 4th Avenue and on Flinders Parade, many homes were flooded, but particularly in the Moreton Bay region, in Griffin, Mango Hill, under the local Progress Association Hall there, had water right through it, and particularly in Rothwell, around the roundabout and out in Deception Bay was particularly bad. In fact, out in Deception Bay, police deemed that 106 houses were uninhabitable. So that's 106 families that were displaced over that time. And the massive deluge that swept through the region on Friday and Saturday morning, 5 residents also lost their lives up around the Caboolture area. I would like to let the people know in my electorate who have been affected that you're not alone in this. As your local federal member and a leader in the community, I speak on behalf of many people in the electorate that we were thinking of you in this time, those people that were particularly affected by the flooding severely, with houses flooded and property destroyed. Immediate hardship assistance is available for people directly impacted by the flood to meet immediate essential needs for food, clothing, medical supplies and temporary accommodation. More and more streets are being added to the assistance zones, and you can go to the Queensland Government website to check if your area is included in this zone. The Moreton Bay Region State Emergency Service Unit was also there and is here to help. They received more than 600 calls on that Friday evening and are working day and night around the area to get in touch with people and help them out. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Moreton Bay SES, our local emergency services, police, fireys, ambulance officers and even the Coast Guard, the Redcliffe Coast Guard out on the water, who helped boaties with debris and things that were out there. But I would like to thank the Moreton Bay Regional Council, the Red Cross, Lifeline and Give It representatives and the local police who set up the Community Recovery Hub at Rothwell Community Hall on Morris Road. I'd like to thank the state member for Murrumba in particular. I know he was out and about on the scene early, as well as local councillors and the mayor and all the staff at the Moreton Bay Regional Council and other government staff. I know the state government has also set up an inquiry in relation to the Moreton Bay Rail Link to ensure that construction on this didn't have an impact in some of the flooding there, and I look forward and thank the state government for doing that. Thank you also to the many brave and good-hearted people that helped neighbours, and we won't know who they are and what they did, but they helped neighbours remove items, they helped neighbours sandbag, and their good deeds didn't go unnoticed by the people in our community. Thank you to them. You're all heroes, and there were a couple of people I did hear about that stood out. A father of three, a guy called Andy Cooper, who bought pizza to flood-stranded commuters that were waiting for hours and hours and hours and had nothing to eat. He went and bought a whole lot of pizzas, and I hear that Domino's have offered him a year's supply, so well done to them. But also to all the people who parked and got into the floodwater on the bridge in Cowan Terrace and North Lakes to remove debris so water could drain. There was just stories right around the electorate. I want to tell the people in my electorate who are still feeling the ramifications of the storm that I sincerely hope your recovery will be fast. If you'd like further information in relation to hardship assistance, you can call the Community Recovery Hotline on 1800 173 349. Next week and in the coming weeks when we're not in Parliament, I'll be out and about in the community, and I'd encourage you to contact my office and let us know if we can help in any way. I'd like to hear about your story, but thank you to everyone involved in the Petrie electorate for pulling together and helping your neighbour. Thank you.